so much. It's so good to see all of you. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Berkeley City Councilor Terry Taplin. Woo! Oh, you're too kind. Sorry, I always get nervous. Even though I'm like a slam champion, I still get nervous. So I have to read my little pages or whatever. Thank you everyone for joining us this morning as we raise a trans flag this first day of Transgender Awareness Week in commemoration of Transgender Awareness Month here in the city of Berkeley. I extend my deepest gratitude to our guest speaker this morning, Nick Resnick, and to Berkeley City staff. And before bringing Nick to the stage, I want to take a moment to recognize some of our officials in the room or here in the park. We have Romario from Senator Square's office. And Remote Commissioner Andy Kelly. Remote Commissioner James Chang.
Yay!
And we also have Shay from Equality California. So today, I am proud to call myself a Berkeleyan. Our city has always been a beacon of hope for marginalized communities and a bastion of diversity, equity, and inclusion. At times like these, it is incredibly vital that we stand united against hate and in the firmness of the truth that trans rights are human rights. I now invite Nick Resnick to come up.
Awesome. Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate Councilmember Terry Taplin for the invitation here and the community coming out to support today. My name is Nick Resnick, and I am a proud parent and longtime East Bay community member and a trans man. This week, as we take time to acknowledge Transgender Day of Remembrance and Transgender Day and Month of Awareness, it's critical we pause and highlight the incredible people we have lost due to anti-transgender bigotry and violence. There is so much going on across our country to erase transgender people, to erase our mere existence on this earth. To overcome this wave of hate and erasure, it is vitally important that those we lost are remembered, honored, and that we continue to show up and fight for justice every single way we can. Thank you for creating this space. Thank you to those that have come before me that allow me to stand here today and be my authentic self with all of you. And thank you for being committed to making sure that all people can live every single day as their true and authentic selves. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Nick. And I'll invite Shay to the stage. Shay, the floor is yours.
Well, first of all, I was very surprised to be able to speak, but I believe that being someone with Equality California, a pro-equality organization that is fighting the fight all the time, an injustice to one is an injustice to us all. When we talk about LGBT rights, that means everyone, LGBTQ plus XYZ, and we have to stand with them firmly and strongly. Right now, as we're seeing, not just in school boards, but legislation that is attacking our children, our families, our schools, it is so important that we are visible. We stand out front and we stand out proud and unapologetically. And I'm very happy to be here as a partner in this movement, in this work, as a Black lesbian woman, for my trans brothers and sisters. Your fight is my fight. So I'm happy to be here, and I really appreciate all the work that you're doing individually and within your own capacities to make sure that we bring justice for everyone.
Thanks, Shay. We're honored to have you.
Thank you.
I will now read the City of Berkeley Proclamation, resolution, declaring the month of November as Transgender Awareness Month and November 20th as Transgender Day of Remembrance in the City of Berkeley. Whereas, Transgender Day of Remembrance, November 20th, is an annual observation that began in 1999 with a vigil honoring the memories of Chanel Pickett, Monique Thomas, and Rita Hester, 3 Black transgender women murdered in years prior, and honors the memory of those whose lives were lost in acts of violence. And whereas Transgender Awareness Week, observed from November 13th through the 19th, is an annual occasion to honor, celebrate, and uplift the transgender community while addressing the numerous issues they face, including, but not limited to, barriers in receiving medical treatment, discriminatory housing and employment practices, and a lack of adequate and appropriate representation across various facets of society. And whereas, since 2013, the Human Rights Campaign has tracked incidents of fatal transgender violence, the same year the Federal Bureau of Investigation began reporting on hate crimes motivated by anti-transgender bias, and in 2023 so far, at least 25 transgender and gender non-conforming lives have been tragically and inhumanely taken through violent means, including through gun violence and interpersonal violence. And whereas, although the city of Berkeley honors the bravery and resilience of transgender individuals who live in their authentic gender and is proud of the existing protections we have in place for transgender individuals to pursue their lives free from discrimination in the San Francisco Bay Area, we reaffirm our commitment to ongoing efforts to promote full inclusion of transgender individuals in Berkeley and beyond. And whereas, the city of Berkeley is grateful to the organizations that provide valuable resources to transgender individuals, such as care navigation, counseling, mentorship, and legal services, including but not limited to the Berkeley Free Clinic, East Bay Sanctuary Covenant, Oasis Legal Services, Pacific Center for Human Growth, Partnerships for Trauma Recovery, and UC Berkeley's Gender Equity Resource Center. Therefore, be it resolved that the Berkeley City Council does hereby declare the month of November as Transgender Awareness Month and November 20th as Transgender Day of Remembrance in the city of Berkeley, and authorizes the city manager to fly the Transgender Pride flag annually at the Civic Center in November. Thank you all so much. Okay, I know I'm like a big giant, but we need some help with the flag raising. So if I can get some volunteers to join me, that'd be wonderful. James, Andy, Ray, Nick, that's wonderful. Thank you.
Shay.
Hit it.
My darling, I love you. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
It's actually kind of hard. Thank you. No problem. No problem.
The whole thing like 5 minutes.
Really, I guess I said that. One time.